Hello and welcome to Longship Gaming. Today we are playing some Marvel Champions. It's going to be a Gamora versus the Brotherhood of BADOON, otherwise known as Drang. I was looking for some older heroes to play. I hadn't played Gamora on the channel for a long time. Looking for more recent decks to play, and I thought that maybe this particular protection deck would be a good lineup against Drang and the Brotherhood, because there are so many minions. This deck is built to deal with a lot of minions, generally low health ones, which is what you have with Drang. I will, of course, include the link to the deck in the description below and credit the author. So for our cards, we have, for allies, Iceman, Nova, and Karma. Karma is interesting because after you play her from your hand, choose a non-elite minion while Karma is in play to control that minion and treat its controlled ally as a controlled ally. The blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme, and it takes 2 consequential damage after it thwarts or attacks. There's a couple of meaty minions in there we can use to our advantage that have fairly high attacks, so we'll see if that works out for us. And of course, it's only for 1 minion, then we'll use her as a blocker. Bit expensive, but we'll see how it goes. For our events in protection, we have Powerful Punch, 3 copies. First Hit, 3 copies. Because Gamora allows us to take events from other aspects, we have 3 copies of Turn the Tide, and 3 copies of Chase Them Down. For our upgrades, we have Judoka Skill and Pin Down. That's good to put on minions so that lessons they're attacking, we can just ignore them if there's a lot of them that are out. For our basic cards, we have, for our ally, Rocket Raccoon for some good burst damage against minions, and Strength, Energy, and Genius as usual. So, for the scenario, we have Drang. We're playing an expert. He's got 14 health, coming in at stage 2. Scheme of 2, attack of 3. When revealed, we put his spear into play. So he has Drang's spear, which is +1 attack. Drang gains stalwart. And we need to pay a Genius and 2 strength resources to discard it. His force response is after Drang schemes, resolve the BADOON ship's charge up ability, which is always in play. His main scheme is 2 stages. Threshold of 8 for the first stage. Forced response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase. Resolve the BADOON ship's charge up ability. And the first player action, exhaust Milano, remove 3 threat from the scheme. So Gamora is, of course, piloting Milano, because with ship command you get both Milano and, of course, the cards that are added into the encounter deck. So for the BADOON ship, aerial vehicle, charge up special, place 1 barrage counter here. Then if there are 4 or more barrage counters here, deal 2 indirect damage to each player and remove all barrage counters from here. So we're going to take consistent damage from getting shot by the ship. So for Gamora herself, on her alter ego side, she's an outlaw. 3 recovery, skilled tactician. You may include up to 6 attack and or thwart events in your deck from aspects other than your chosen aspect, which we've already done. As an action, look at the top card of your deck. If that card is an attack or thwart event, draw it. Limit once per round. On her hero side, she has the perfect stat line, 2/2/2. Finesse, response, after you play an attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Precision, response after you play a thwart event, deal 1 damage to an enemy. And that's limit once per phase. And she comes in with 10 health, of course. Alright, so we're going to shuffle up and be right back with Gamora versus the Brotherhood of BADOON. Alright, we're shuffled up and ready to go. We have our starting 6 cards. We have Chase Them Down, Set the Pace, Gamora's Sword, Iceman, Turn the Tide, and Karma. I don't like being so heavily front-loaded with quality allies, but there's not much we can do, I don't think. Okay, well, Chase Them Down, there's no enemies out there right now. Remove one threat from a scheme. Okay, so we're going to keep Turn the Tide, because we can get that off. Chase them down doesn't mean anything right now. Set the Pace we don't really need, because we're going to be able to get rid of that threat. So those will go. We're going to keep Gamora's Sword, because that's just ongoing damage, is fantastic. And I think we're going to hang on to Iceman, but Karma, unfortunately, is going to have to go. Alright. Draw it back up. Okay. So we end up picking up Cross Counter, Rocket Raccoon, and Set the Pace. So we get to look at the top card of our deck, see if it's an attack or thwart event. It is. It's another Chase them down, which is not really something that we're going to do. So we're going to flip over. We're going to have Gamora thwart the scheme. After doing that, we're going to play Turn the Tide, and then I'll do 3 damage to Drang right away. Oh, should have done it in a different order. Let's use the Milano, Set the Pace, and Chase them down to be able to play out Gamora's Sword, which will then, since we played an attack, allows us to do 1 more damage to Drang. Don't want to get rid of all of our allies this quickly, but we could get rid of Drang's Spear right now. Okay, so we're going to do that. Drang's Spear is going to go. And that's turn 1 for us, or phase 1 for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just realized too that with the last Guardians of the Galaxy film coming out, this is the last hurrah probably for Gamora as a character in the MCU. So maybe this is a fitting send-off. Alright, so we have first hit, Chase them down, Keen Instincts, Powerful Punch, and Decisive Blow. Okay. She's going to go on here. A charge is going to go on here. Drang is going to attack. Well, we don't have our... Well, that doesn't have to exhaust to be played, so that's good to know. Okay. So he's going to attack. I think we're actually going to defend. So when he initiates the attack, we're going to do 4 damage using Powerful Punch. So I think first hit and Chase them down is going to get used to pay for a Powerful Punch. That was an attack. So he's down to 6. And he'll take another one because that's an attack. He's going to take another one from the sword. And that'll allow us to thwart one off of here. So his attack 3, 4, 5. So we're going to take 3. Down to 7. Encounter card. Cannonade. Hinder 3. So it comes in with 4. Exhaust the Milano. Remove 3 threat from the scheme. Okay. So, sadly we're going to be stuck with that. On our turn, I feel like we might want to flip down this turn. So let's use the Milano to get 3 off of here. We're going to use Decisive Blow to put out Keen Instincts. Then we're going to flip down. We're going to risk it on this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just to get our hand back up. Genius, conditioning room, energy, pin down, acrobatic move. Not great. Okay, scheme goes on. One goes on to here. He's going to scheme. Schemes for 2. 3 because of cannonade. So 4. Very close to flipping. Another one goes onto here for BADOON. And our encounter card. Master plan. So 4 threats going to go back onto cannonade. Okay. We are now going to go and look, see if we have an attack or thwart. It is a thwart, so that's good. That helps us a lot, so we get to keep that. Going to flip over. Let's see what we're going to do. Oh, no, we're not going to flip over yet because we have conditioning room to be able to play, so we're going to use pin down to pay for that. Exhaust conditioning room, return the bottommost attack or thwart event for your discard pile and heal 1 damage from Gamora. The bottommost is set the pace. So it goes back to our hand, and she heals for 1, and then flips over. Okay. Well, forward momentum's really good for us. Do we have an attack to play? We do. We have an acrobatic move. Okay. So, acrobatic move for 2 to Drang. And then another one because of the sword to Drang. That's going to trigger precision. So let's get rid of 1 off the main scheme. Then we're going to because we played an attack, we can now forward momentum. We're going to use Genius for that. To thwart 5, which is all of this. Off of cannonade. That's going to allow us to do 1 more damage to Drang. Then we're going to use the Milano to get rid of 3 off of Terrestrial Invasion. Then Gamora will thwart, then set the pace, removing the last threat. But we don't get an attack. We don't get another damage off that because we already did it for this phase. Alright, that was a really good turn, just completely wiping out all that threat. We're going to get rid of pin down, but we're going to hang on to energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Judoka skill, decisive blow, first hit, and energy. Okay. So 2 threat goes on. This goes to 4 energy, so it goes off. And we take 2. Drang's going to attack, he's attacking for 3. Do we interrupt this? I think we do. We're going to use one of our Judoka skills to do this. So we're going to... Oh, sorry, when a minion... Never mind. Minion attacks. So that doesn't work. Okay. So he's going to attack. We are going to defend. So 3. Oh, wow. 6. So that's 4. I'm down to 2. Wow. That was a really nasty hit. Guess we'll be resting on the next turn. And then encounter card. BADOON Grunt. After it engages, if there are no other minions engaged with you, deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. Okay. And of course, that's going to flip because we're still in that phase. Oh no, we're in the reveal phase, so no, this is for next turn. Okay. Some nasty grunt, eh? Okay, we have no thwarting to do. We have an attack, and that's against the villain. Let's see what we can do here. Well, I think Judoka skill is going to be good to have out. I think we just hit the villain for 2. So attack. So he's going to flip. He now has 18 hit points. Discard the top 3 cards in the encounter deck. Each time a minion is discarded this way, put it in play engaged with you. Okay. So there's 1. After the BADOON assassin engages with a hero, it attacks with +2 attack. Oh, we didn't finish what we did here. So we did 2 damage to the villain as an action. So we still have to finish off what we're doing with the weapon. So this wasn't out yet, so we're going to hit the grunt. We are going to Judoka. Which drops the assassin down to 1, so I'm down to 1. Yuck. Okay. So that was the first card, second, third, oh no, fourth. Alright, so that's a lot of trouble. Who can we take out here? We can definitely take out the Warlord by decisive blowing it. But still, that's not great for us. But we have to flip down. We will heal for 1. Get the bottommost card to chase them down. And that's all we can do. One, two, three, four, 5. Nova, acrobatic move, powerful punch, turn the tide, forward momentum, chase them down. Okay. Well, we have a lot in our kit for next turn. Okay. So this is probably going to flip this turn, unfortunately. 2 goes on. 1 goes on to here. He is now going to activate, scheming for 3. And another one goes on to here. Give the villain a tough card. So that's 4. So it becomes tough. This is going to advance. Protect the planet, resolve the charge up ability, so another counter goes on. It comes in with 4. And then because of these two, 3 more is going to go on. Ugh, okay. So that, we almost lost instantly there. Okay. Okay. Nasty. Hopefully, we don't get boned on cards here. First one's the Grunt. So, it doesn't do anything because there's already minions out. And Assault is going to Surge. Blockade. So there's now 4. Okay. We have a lot of work to do on this turn, because if we don't heal, we're going to die. So, first we're going to use Conditioning Room to heal for 1 and get the bottommost card, which is Turn the Tide. Then we're going to look at the top card to see if it's an event. It is. It's Cross Counter. Okay. We are going to have to heal, or we will probably die. We're going to flip over. Okay. A lot of work to do here. So, first things first, we're going to attack an enemy. So we're going to use Acrobatic Move to kill this Grunt, which is going to trigger Gamora's Sword, which is going to kill the other Grunt, and remove Threat. We'll use the Milano to remove Blockade. Then, because we thwarted and removed the last of that, we have Turn the Tide, which will kill the assassin. Bit of overkill, but so be it. And that's an attack, so that's going to trigger Precision. We attacked and defeated an enemy. So Chase Them Down is going to trigger. So 2 is going to come off of here. And I feel like we want to Nova. Or we could get rid of... No, I think we need... No, we have Cross Counter. We could forward Momentum. Don't need Turn the Tide anymore. Forward Momentum to get rid of all the threat off of here. And we're going to hold on to all of these for the next turn. Or do we get rid of... No, I think we're going to hang on to... No, wait, we saw a lot of minions already, so I don't know how many more there are. I think we're going to get rid of Nova. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Turn the tide, powerful punch, first hit, powerful punch, and cross counter. So we have a lot available to us. I'll take a quick pause there because the cat decided to get in the way. Okay, so she's going to go onto here. It's going to trigger the BADOON, but we are going to use our cross counter to ignore the damage, deal 1 damage to an enemy, and remove 1 threat from this game. So that pings off the tough and protect the planet. It's gone. That is both an attack and defense, so in response to that, it's going to do further thwarting and 1 damage. And this is all cleared off. And he's going to attack. We will defend. We're going to use defend with powerful punch. Oh, that was an attack, so that's another point of damage because that was an attack event. So he's attacking. We are going to use Keen Instincts to pay for 1 of our powerful punches. So he's initiating the attack. We're going to do 4. This counts as defense. So down to 12. Then another one from the sword, so he's down to 11. That's going to charge up the ship again, of course. I'm going to use Judoka because we are defending, playing a defense card, so he's currently at a +1. So we'll just take it. 2, and he gets tough. Okay. I think we're going to be flipping down again. Encounter card. BADOON Engineer. After BADOON Engineer engages or activates against you to resolve the BADOON ship's charge up ability. Okay. It is a bit of a problem because I cannot play powerful punch. Oh no, I can't get rid of him, which is a problem with only having 1 powerful punch left. Oh, but I can use the Milano to deal 3 damage to an enemy now that we're on Protect the Planet. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to kill the engineer. That's really good. Okay. We're going to flip down. We're going to Conditioning Room to heal for 1. Chase them down off the bottom. We're not going to bother using our built-in ability. We are, however, going to heal. And that's it for our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Powerful Punch, chase them down, Judoka, pin down, Nebula, and Keen Instincts. Okay. 2's going to go on. Triggers BADOON ship. He's going to scheming for 3. So just 3. However, that's going to trigger the ship. We're going to take 2 damage. And then blindside. Exhaust the Milano. Spend 2 strength resources. Stun the first player. Okay, so I think we're okay with spending the 2 strength resources because Judoka and Pin Down don't do anything for us right now. Okay. Alright, looking for an event. Top card is a strength, so it's not. We're going to conditioning room to heal again. Bottommost card is a set the pace. Gonna flip over. Definitely gonna bring out Nebula. So I'm gonna use the Milano to thwart. We're going to play out Nebula. Look for an attack or thwart event. I think what we want is the really heavy, decisive blow. Oh, search your deck. Oh, there was nothing in the deck. So we can't get that, unfortunately. So be it. I think we're going to hang on to Keen Instincts. So let's have... We're going to set the pace. Thwart for 1, which is going to trigger Finesse to ping off the tough, and then we'll both attack Drang to bring him down to 7. I don't think we're going to need Keen Instincts, so we're getting rid of that. And we draw the last card of our deck. Gets an encounter card. Hoping for some big damage cards so we can close this out. We just need 1 big damage card. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Strength, acrobatic move, first hit, Keen Instincts, and Karma. Okay. Threat goes on. Charge up. He's going to attack. Yeah. I think we're not defending. We're going to, we'll have Nebula get in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thanks, sis. First encounter card. Unfulfilled Destiny. You may flip to alter ego. Exhaust, remove Unfulfilled Destiny. Okay, I think that's okay. And Shadow of the Past. So Nebula comes in. Nebula left, and then Nebula came in. Great. So, retaliate 2 when this minion would enter play, discard the Nebula ally from play. Well, she's already gone, so And sibling rivalry, players other than Gamora cannot remove threat from sibling rivalry. Force response after the villain phase begins. Deal 1 face down encounter card to Gamora. Well, with any luck, we can actually just finish this off anyway. We'll see what happens here. It may not matter if Nebula turned against us. I mean, that's thematically appropriate, wouldn't you say? Okay. So, we're going to conditioning room. Bottommost from the discard. Well, there isn't one, but we healed. Looking for an event. Events, first hit. Okay. Flip over. So we need to do 7. And do some thwarting. Can we do 7? We have enough attacks, I think, in hand to be able to do that. So we're going to Keen Instincts for 2, which turns into 3 because of the sword. So Keen Instincts in the first hit, then the sword. Then, yeah, then acrobatic move. Oh, sorry, we're going to thwart 1, so we'll thwart 1 off of sibling rivalry. Then 2 more damage, which turns into 3 because of the sword. And then, finally, we have enough to do a first hit. 2 damage to the villain, so he's gone. So one of the reasons why I like Gamora is that she just gets a little bit of a bonus just for doing what she does best. That was kind of a fun game though, having Gamora leave, feel betrayed for being cut down by Drang, and then she becomes a turncoat and turns around and gets angry at her sister. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I do like Gamora a lot. She's one of my highest rated heroes. Like, she's not the most powerful in the world, but I do like the heroes that are able to just get a little reward for doing what she does best. So she only has like one really heavy hitting card, and it's conditional, but it's really easy to make that condition go off. So there we have it. Gamora defeats Drang. A couple of really tight turns there, but she is the most dangerous woman in the galaxy, the deadliest woman in the galaxy, and she just cut down all those minions until she could fight her way through to take out Drang. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and until next time, happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching Longship Gaming. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will really help the channel to grow and improve. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when more Longship Gaming content goes live. Until next time, happy gaming.